Welcome to Woo Woo Works. You've been lied to. If you think reaching your goal is simply a matter of trying harder than anyone else, think again. The secret nobody tells you is that stepping back can propel you faster to your goal than you ever imagined. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this counterintuitive technique is the ultimate power move. Does this sound like you? You want something so badly that obsession takes over, controlling every action you take. And instead of moving closer to your goal, you feel stuck, or worse, farther away than when you started. Why? Because the more desperate you are for something, the more elusive it becomes. Studies show that when you fixate on an outcome, your brain goes into overdrive, flooding you with stress hormones like cortisol that actually block your ability to think clearly and perform at your best. So why do we keep doing it? Because we've been conditioned to believe that it is the only way to succeed. And yet, some of the most successful people in the world take the opposite approach. They actually detach themselves from their goal. This proven strategy has been successfully used by elite athletes, CEOs, and even Navy SEALs. By the end of this video, you'll know number 1, why detachment doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter. Number 2, the brain trick that makes detachment work almost like magic. And number 3, a step-by-step method to let go of your anxiety and still crush your goals. Before we jump in, if you find content like this valuable, please hit that subscribe button and like this video, as it will help me reach more people who want to transform their lives. Alright, enough background, let's get into it. The first thing you need to understand is something called the reverse effort principle. The harder you push, the less effective you are. Think about quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Detachment flips this script. When you stop obsessing over the outcome, you free up mental energy to actually make progress. For example, have you ever lost something, perhaps your keys, your phone, and found it only after you stopped looking? That's the reverse effort principle in action. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means creating the mental space for solutions to emerge. This is the action step I want you to take. Identify one area of your life where you're feeling stuck. Take 10 minutes to step away from it. Do something relaxing or unrelated, and then revisit the problem with a fresh perspective. Now that you've stepped back, ask yourself this. If detachment is so simple, why does it feel so impossible? Let's explore that next. The answer is because attachment is sabotaging you. Attachment isn't just about wanting something. It's about needing it to feel okay. And that's where the problem starts. When you tie your self-worth to an outcome, every setback feels like a personal failure. This triggers fear, self-doubt, and overthinking, the exact emotions that keep you stuck. Here's what to do. Write down 3 areas in your life where you feel overly attached. Next to each, list why you'll be okay, even if they don't work out the way you expect. Repeat these truths to yourself when you feel overwhelmed. With this perspective in mind, you might wonder, how do you break free from this cycle without losing motivation? The answer lies in the next step. Here's the game changer. Shifting from needing to choosing. Needing comes from a place of lack. It's desperate, clingy energy. Choosing, on the other hand, is confident. It says, I'm okay whether this happens or not. That's the energy that attracts success. So the next time you feel yourself obsessing over something, ask, what would change if I just chose this instead of needing it? Write down your answer. It's a simple trick that rewires your brain and can have a magical effect. But choosing doesn't mean you stop taking action. So how do you stay engaged while keeping this detached mindset? Let's dig into that next. One of the biggest myths about detachment is that it means being passive. That couldn't be further from the truth. Detachment is about pouring your energy into what you can control, the process, while letting go of what you can't, the outcome. For example, Olympic athletes don't win gold medals by obsessing over medals. They focus on their training, their form, their mindset. The medal is an outcome of their dedication to the process. Something you can do right now to make your big goal less intimidating is to break it down into 3 smaller incremental steps. Focus entirely on completing those steps. and let the bigger picture unfold naturally. It sounds easy, but what happens when emotions get in the way? That's where the next technique comes in. Here's a trick straight out of the Navy SEAL playbook. When things feel overwhelming, zoom out. Pretend you're an outsider looking at your situation. What advice would you give a friend in your position? This mental distance helps you see the bigger picture and make better decisions without being clouded by fear or desperation. Jocko Willink, a retired Navy SEAL, calls this detaching from the chaos. It's how he made life-or-death decisions under pressure. If it works on the battlefield, it can work in your everyday life. The next time you feel emotionally overwhelmed, take a few minutes to step out of the chaos. Look at your situation as an outsider would view it. Then, from a neutral point of view, give yourself advice. But what about those high-stakes moments when detachment feels impossible? Let's tackle that next. Here's the paradox. The more you let go, the more likely you are to get what you want. Why? Because detachment creates trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and even trust in the universe. This trust shifts your energy from scarcity to abundance, and that's when things start to click. I suggest in these moments, you try visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool, but most people use it wrong. They visualize their goal and then obsess over whether they're getting closer to it. The real magic happens when you visualize and then let it go. Trust that you've set the intention and focus on the actions that support it. Spend 5 minutes visualizing your goal. Picture it vividly, as if it's already yours. Then, mentally release it, trusting that you've done your part. The big question now is, how do you carry this mindset into every part of your life? You embrace detachment as an ally to free you from the invisible chains of overattachment in every area of your life. When you let go of the need to control everything, you create space for clarity, creativity, and success. So the next time you feel stuck, anxious, or overwhelmed, remember, the key isn't to care more, it's to care smarter. So I'll leave you with a final action step. What's the one thing you can let go of today? Whatever it is, commit to releasing it, even if it's just for 24 hours. Notice how it shifts your energy and perspective. If this resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and let's start a conversation in the comments. How will you start practicing detachment today? And don't forget to subscribe for more insights that challenge conventional wisdom and help you live a richer, freer life. Until next time.